The title of this video is Creating Dimension Styles in AutoCAD. In this video, we will examine the basic process to set up a new dimension style using the Dimension Style Manager. The Dimension Style Manager is the user interface which allows an AutoCAD user to create a new dimension style or modify an existing one. Although there are a number of dimension variables existing within any dimension style, we will limit our focus to only the more commonly manipulated variables for the new dimension style that we will be creating in this video. Let's get started. There are several ways to access the Dimension Style Manager when creating or modifying a dimension style. One method is to type the command dim style in the AutoCAD command line. Another method is to navigate to the annotation area under the Home tab and use the Manage Dimension Styles pull-down to find the Style Manager button. Any existing dimension styles are also shown in this area. Another method is to select the Annotate tab at the top of the AutoCAD menu area. From there, we can navigate over to the Dimensions area and use the little arrow that points down and to the right to activate the Dimension Style Manager interface. Once opened, you will notice there are three areas in the Dimension Style Manager interface. In the area on the left, any existing dimension styles will be listed in the box, and any new styles that you create will automatically be listed in there as well. The middle area is a preview area that will show what the current dimension style will look like. And the buttons on the right allow you to set an existing style current, create a new style, modify an existing style, override an existing style, or compare two dimension styles. Click on the New button and the pop-up dialog box will appear to allow you to enter your new dimension style name in the box at the top. Notice that below the new style name, there is a selection drop-down which allows a user to select an existing style to use as the starting style from which to create the new style. If you have an existing template style that you want to use, select it here. Click Continue. Now that the new style has been created, 7 dimension variable tabs will appear at the top, allowing the style to be customized. Click the first tab on the left, the Lines tab. This tab allows the user to change variables associated with the dimension line and the extension lines, such as color, line weight, and line type. For now, we will leave these at the default values. 2 variables that we will change or verify are the Extend Beyond Dimension lines and the Offset from Origin. Set these values at 1/8 of an inch and 1/16 of an inch respectively if they are not already set. The next tab we will make active is the Symbols and Arrows tab. The first area at the top of the tab allows the user to select the arrowheads or other symbols for the ends of the dimension line. Use the pull-down to select other symbols such as architectural ticks, datum symbols, or other symbols that may be required for the drawing being dimensioned. Leave the symbols as arrowheads for this dimension style. At the bottom of the arrowhead selection area is the arrowhead size input dialog box. Set this at 1/8 of an inch. Beneath the arrow size box is the center mark selection area. Set this to none, as you will be using a center line to indicate the center of circles and arcs. Next, we will make the Text tab active and we will set up a text style for our new dimension style. At this point, you should have already created a Romans text style in your Text Style Manager. If you have not done so, find the lesson on creating a text style and create a Romans font text style. With a previously created Romans text style, all that is needed is to select it in the text style drop-down box. After selecting the Romans text style for your dimension style, check the text height in the dialog box below and set it to 1/8 of an inch. Next, according to how we wish the text to appear relative to the dimension line, we will set the text placement vertical and the text alignment functions according to our needs. For a brief overview of what those options look like, let's look at several examples in another drawing. In example 1, the text placement vertical is set to the center option and the text alignment is set to horizontal. In example 2, the text placement vertical is set to above and the text alignment is set to horizontal. In example 3, the text placement vertical is set to centered and the text alignment is set to aligned. In example 4, the text placement vertical is set to above and the text alignment is set to aligned. Notice the difference in the 4 examples and change these settings as needed when creating a dimension style for your drawing. Next, we will go to the Fit tab. Although there are a number of fit options and text placement options in this area, we will skip over them for now and look at the Scale for Dimension Features area on the right side under the Preview area. The overall scale dialog box will be important when you are creating dimensions in model space. The dimension scale factor that is set in this dialog box controls all of the dimension variables in your dimension style to keep your arrowheads, text, and other variables the correct size with respect to the scale of your border. It is very important that you understand how to use scale factors in your dimension styles, and you will need to consult with a scale chart when setting up your dimension style to use the correct number according to your drawing scale. The next tab is the Primary Units tab. The first pull down at the top allows you to pick what type of units will be displayed when you place a dimension in a drawing. The type of units that you select will depend on what type of drawing you are creating. If you are creating a drawing for a mechanical part, then you would select either decimal or fractional units. If you are creating an architectural drawing, then you would pick architectural units. Other units, such as engineering and scientific units, are also available. You must learn and become knowledgeable about what type of units are appropriate to use according to the type of drawing that you are creating. The next pull down allows you to change the setting on the degree of precision that will be shown in your dimensions, and the fraction format allows you to change how fractions are displayed in your fractional or architectural setting. In the area below the preview window, the angular format and the degree of precision for the angles can be adjusted. This video was intended as a brief overview of the process used to create a new dimension style. The drawing type that you create will determine what other variables may need to be manipulated. Consult your textbook or any other supplemental materials to gain a better understanding of the particular dimensioning requirements for different types of drawings. Thank you.